So hello and welcome to my channel, and today is going to be DIY brows, dyeing the old eyebrows. Now at the minute I've got product on there, so I'm just going to get rid of that and then we'll start from some lovely fresh clean brows. Right, as you can see, I wasn't exactly blessed with good eyebrows. What I've got for the little DIY is one of these lovely little mixing vessels. They're just for men beard dye. So I've gone for medium brown. You get a developer, so you get a colour base and a developer. And then I've got here, this is actually a lip brush, but I'm finding this is a really good brush to apply the product with. It's very thin, if you can see, and you'll see in a minute why that's important. And then just a couple of cotton buds. Now if you're new to this, I would also recommend a bit of Vaseline. I'll come on to that in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to mix it up. So you have to mix the same amount of base as you do to developer. So I usually just do probably about 1 centimetre. Base comes out as sort of a browny, looks a bit like honey, doesn't it? And then the equivalent blob. So that's about the same. I'll just mix that up now with the cotton bud, just to make sure you mix the two products together. Now the reason why I'm saying you might need some Vaseline is to put under and above the hairs, because this stuff, as with many dyes, if you've not used them before, they can dye your skin a little bit. Now I don't actually mind too much my skin being dyed, because it does actually make the brow look thicker, but you don't want to be dyeing anywhere where you shouldn't be. I have had a couple of caterpillars on my face on more than one occasion. So yeah, if it's your first time, I definitely recommend a bit of Vaseline and also a patch test. So that actually doesn't make a massive amount of product, but you don't need an awful lot, so don't worry that there's not loads. And you know, you can't, once you've mixed it up, you can't keep it, so less is more, because you can always make some more up after rather than wasting it. Originally I got it from Home Bargains, and it's either £5.99 or £6.99. Now I will try, I've got a mirror here, but I will try and face you as much as I can so you can see what I'm doing. Right, now the reason for the thin brush is because you want to do it, it's really like when you apply your product normally on your eyebrows, and you want to sort of create a brush-like stroke. So yes, you want it to dye your eyebrows, but you also want to create the shape of how you want your brow to look. That's the best way to put it. Right, so just start with, don't go too crazy on the product, especially if it's your first time, because you can just build it up. So as you can see, I've got a bit of product on there, and I will start sketching in my brow. Now you can't see it straight away. It doesn't sort of dye on contact like some dyes do. I did have another brow dye that as soon as it touched a piece of hair, it went black. So again, less is more, because you can go back over and do it as many times as you need to, but better to be gentle to start with. So you need to coat the hair so it gets, each of the individual hairs gets a little bit of dye on it. My hair here is very sparse, and there is the temptation to go a bit heavy in this bit, but I mustn't, because otherwise it will look silly. It is a very quick thing to do, but obviously I'm being a bit more careful while I'm filming it for you. But if it's your first time, just take your time, and you'll see as time goes on, you can see it starting to develop a little bit, can't you? I have to say, this is by far the best brow product I've tried. I've tried quite a few in my time, And I don't know, it just, you get so much more size-wise for your money. I mean, some brow products can be about £12 for half of that. I do find it lasts a bit longer than most brow products. Sorry, what I should have said to do is actually brush your brows out before you start. So I tend to just brush these back a little bit, go against the hair, and then that's how I'd normally do my brows. And also, if you've got a fringe, let's get rid of the let's get rid of it so it doesn't end up getting dyed. So as you can see, it's already starting to take on that brow. Isn't that fantastic? Right, let's do this one next. So if you're a bit worried about going over anywhere, you can just dampen a little cotton bud and just go over where you think it might have gone a little bit not quite where you want it to. Right, so I've just left that for about 5 minutes. As you can see, it really does look like it's taken well. Don't worry, a lot of this will come off. So I'm just going to use a bit of micellar water just to take it off. And what the great thing is about this, you can go back and do it again and again if it's not done very, or if you've missed any parts or it's not taken as well as you would like it to. I mean, obviously, you can't just suddenly get a load of hair that's not there, but you'll certainly see where you may have missed some. And I would definitely recommend doing it very close. I tend to do mine in the bathroom sometimes, and I'm quite a long way from that mirror, and I just miss hair and you know, miss the hairs as I'm doing it. This is a lot better doing it closer. Just one box of the Just for Men is cheaper than a normal trip to the beautician. Not trying to do beauticians out of any business, but you can just do it at the comfort of your own home, which is great. Even sometimes take it on holiday. Right, so as you can see, quite a bit's come off, so it does look a bit scary before you do this part. There it's not taken so well. The arches have taken a lot better than normal, but I'm going to go in with another go. So exactly the same again, and then I'll come back at the end and show you what it looks like. So that's me back after the second go. I'll just come in so you can see. As you can see a little bit on that one, it has dyed a little bit of my skin, but like I said earlier, I don't mind that because it just sort of gives a better shape to the eyebrow. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that, and I think less is more if it's your first go. Just be careful. So, as I said earlier, I've gone for medium brown, so that does come out quite dark. I would always say to go, I mean, my normal shade in eyebrow products is blonde, so I usually go a couple of shades darker because I want them to last as well. And as you take makeup product off over the following days, you know, it does start to fade quite quickly. So I tend to do mine probably about every 2 or 3 weeks, but some people, depending on the coarseness of your hair, how dark you like them, you can decide how often you need to do them. So anyway, I hope that one will help at least a couple of you maybe out there. Let me know if you've ever tried any better stuff out there, or if you're now convinced that you may give it a try. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.